Fire when ready, guys.
Coach, you and I talked a couple weeks ago, I think it was, when you told me about NBA players and how it's amazing that they are able to get off such quality shots at the end of the shot clock. It seems like you sort of taught that to your players somehow. I mean, what's been the process?
I think Jordan brought up a real good point. Because of our style of play, both defensively and offensively, we have spent an extraordinary amount of time in practice with the shot clock, operating and executing them on set plays to an exit. Basically, we call it the exit, how to play 9 and under, playing 9 seconds under, getting an internal clock, and recognizing when you got to make one extra pass. And then a part of that, too, I think what Jordan recognized at the end there, and he didn't mention it, but I think that, we always say that the most important part of that last shot is we got to make sure we get a good shot, but you got to get the shot off before the buzzer so you have an offensive rebound opportunity. And so, getting that shot, just get it up there. Get it up there and, grind it out, and then maybe we get a second possession. So we spend, anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes on all our offensive stuff exiting plays and having the shot clock up in practice. This allows us to go, okay, we've been here, we've done that. The last play that we had with David Hansen, a little play that I don't want to give a name, but, where we have some action that we got him that real open shot. And that was something we said, okay, we don't run this set play until the end of the game. And we had a couple things we don't run. You have to save something for open shots and openings. And so our guys are really bought into that execution. Hey, be patient, be patient, be patient. We'll go to what we need to when we need to. And a very, very coachable group.
Is there a deficit where you can say it's going to be tough for you guys to come back from just because of your style of play? I thought 10 points was going to be tough.
Yeah, I mean, I certainly think that 10 or 12 on the road is a real big amount for us. We like to keep that close, single digits. We felt it at UCLA where we were down by 12 or 14, and we were able to make one little run and get it down to 7, but you don't want to be on the road with those big deficits. But we kind of felt like tonight when the points that we made at halftime is we make an adjustment to our zone offense. We had to change our approach. We had 2 different approaches. Needed one was working. We had a third approach that we went and really attacked the high post and kept both our bigs low and ran a different set that we've been running. And we got some quick baskets off that. And that got us right back into the game where it was single digits. Keep it at single digits. And they pushed back, and then we were able to get down there, as you mentioned it. But getting the home crowd into the game, tying it or taking the lead, I think the key to that then is what gives to us defensively. I don't think the crowd's going to make us a great offensive team in 2 minutes. The energy is nice to have, but defensively, Malik Love was able to get around some of those screens and contest a little bit more. And the real key, I thought, was our defensive rebounding. And when you're tired and you don't play a deep bench and you're trying to get some minutes out of guys, those long rebounds, jumping after the ball. When you're tired and your crowd is there, that's the positive energy that we got to keep on riding. We talked a lot about riding the wave of positive energy. We were very specific about the Long Beach State game. I thought that when we played Long Beach State and we got the big dunk and got to 2 points, I thought we celebrated like, okay, here we go. And said, well, that's only a play. And tonight we said that when we make a big play and we get the game close, we have to use that as a time to focus more. Not relax like, okay, now we've got it. Now, Jordan Lewis got the steal and got a dunk, and the crowd is really into it. At that point, I really felt like our team knew exactly what I was talking about. That's when your focus becomes more, more tight, more dynamic, more vocal, because now this is our chance. You've got to ride the wave. You can't cut too quickly and all of a sudden just roll over. Okay, we got it. Now you kind of go out of formation and they come back down and they hit a 3 or they hit a shot on us. And from that point on, I think that game was nip and tuck the rest of the way. We never let them squirrel away with it like Long Beach State went from 10 to 15. And this game, getting that home credibility and the home defense and that home waiting for a good break, waiting for a bank shot to go in, waiting for a 3-pointer at the buzzer to go in. And if Jordan missed the shot, who's to say that we didn't get the offensive board? That wasn't out of the question because our positioning was pretty good. People knew the shot was going up. It would have been skipped on the weak side. I think Donahue was sitting on that weak side anyways.
Coach, when you're talking about momentum in the Mustang offense, it seemed like you guys started to lose momentum there when you'd have the center pop out to the baseline corner and then they trap. What adjustment did you make? Did you just eliminate that option on the...
Well, it actually, our short corner dive down from high post actually got us back into the game at the start of the second half. We got about probably 5 buckets off that action. Then they countered with a double team off that. And then we countered with only flashing from the wings and not looking at the high, trying to get the shot or the action from the high post only, and saying, hey, the last 2 minutes, guys, we can't go to that short corner. We can't go on the drive to the short corner, and we can't go on the pass to the short corner. And that's when we ran one of our sets. I got David that open corner shot where we pinched a screen and got him the ability to get him an open one off that. Because we had attack from the wings and from the top now, and not trying to attack inside out, which is with the zones you usually use. You want to get the ball inside and play off that. But once they went aggressively to trap and took the first reversal out, we said, okay, forget it. We've got to go ahead and keep away from that and really go back to the high post or quick shots from the corner.
Coach, I know you've only been here a couple of years, but how big a deal was the institutional memory, I guess, of Bob Burton and Fullerton's 4-game win streak in this gym?
To be honest, for me it was they had beat us last year here on a big shot at the end on television. I got a big family, and one of my brothers sent me a tweet that don't let him win at the buzzer. He kind of like, that's what family does. It brings it right to your heart real quick, and so I think that for us it was more, for me from a personal side, it was more, look, hey, I've been here 1 year. Fullerton beat us last year. You never want to use revenge as a motivator, but you say, okay, they won last year. We don't want Fullerton coming up here every year and walking under our home court and knocking us down. And so getting those wins, and more importantly, of course, is learning how to win and come from behind at home. I don't know if the team mattered to me at all at that point. It was, hey, we're down 10. I think, did you say we got down by 12? I think it was 12 for possession. And so it was double figures at some point, more than 10. And so
they scored the first basket in the second half.
34-22, something like that.
Yeah, 34-22.
Something like that.
Okay, and so the last 19 minutes we held them to 20 points. And without that type of defensive rebounding effort, then we don't have a chance to win the game. And then, we allow teams to go up 60, 65, 70. We got 58. We were hot tonight. That was big, so that'll just keep on grinding away.
What was the story to you behind the shot blocking tonight? That seemed like a huge
from our end. Well, what I was concerned with was that we weren't aggressive enough on the ball. Trying to look at the number of shots that we blocked, we had 9 blocked shots. We talked a lot, even putting Ryan Pembleton in there. And Donnie, is that if we're going to go challenge guys, we need to challenge more aggressively and go after the ball and stop it. It's kind of like, almost a mindset of, if they're going to score, they're going to have to go through a body and get an N1 foul or something. And so guys got the message, especially at halftime. We just talked about it. I thought we were soft at the first half. I thought we had a lot of kitty cat fouls, they call them. Going in there and you're just slapping, petting the cat instead of going in with your body and get a body in front of them and go up and contest high on the ball and hard and just go make a play on the ball. They call a foul, but they're not going to get the end one. I think they had 2 or 3 end ones in the first half, and then we were much more aggressive stopping the ball, go make a play on the ball. And we really talked about that as a real emphasis in the second half.
How important is it for you guys having this 3-game win streak, especially coming here and winning at home?
I think it's very important from a confidence standpoint, from a program development standpoint, from learning how to win coming from behind. Going on the road, you would learn to win on the road, and then if you start coming back home and use the wave of energy that you said, hey, we had a great road trip. We went 2 on the road. If you win 2 on the road and you come back home and you give two away and you go on a losing streak, then it's like, okay, we got to go back on the road and get it again. We can still overcome that, but we want to build on momentum, and that's just where our program's at. It's just we have a goal sheet. We have a number of home wins that we want to get. We have a number of road wins that we want to get. Our guys really know that the more that you get under your belt, it's easier to get to the next goal. We want to exceed some of our goals this year. We don't want to just meet goals. We want to exceed it, and it's still we're without 2, 3 guys that really aren't full strength. Drake doesn't have his cast off for another week. Chris practiced half a practice yesterday. May have him available next week. I doubt he's going to make a miraculous improvement in 1 day's practice. He's available on a real emergency basis. But trying to find minutes and find time. And tonight, Ryan Pembleton just giving us 11 minutes. Didn't score a basket, had a rebound, had a block shot, had a foul. Gave us a physical presence for a few minutes. And then, even Ben Eisenhart took a shot out there. It wasn't great rhythm, but the night before, on the road trip, he knocked down a big three for us. So just trying to find, peppered in minutes there. Even played, I thought was significant for us tonight, was we played Jamal and Malik together. We had both freshman guards out there, in a big home conference game. Two true freshmen out there, kind of running your team, and so that's big for us from a program development side too.
Any other questions, guys? Thank you very much, Coach. Thanks, Coach.